Oh, look at that. We have the yes card at the bottom. Welcome to your daily focus. October the 26th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 26 energy today. The 26 energy, we have to use our noggins. We have to think things through. It could be a great day for you financially. Good news can come your way. You could grow friendships, meet new people, find new things to study, new ways to expand your horizons. Of course, the negative energy of that would be to jump into bad business deals and bad partnerships and just not thinking things through. So we have to really be conscious of our actions, of our words, of our agreements with others, our conversations with others. 2 plus 6 is an 8. We need to walk within our integrity. It's about our strength and our courage, so we may need that today in order to go forward and embracing it and utilizing it for our path forward, The numerology of the day is a 14, having more by having less. What is clutter? What is of no value to you going forward? Where can you have less in order to have more? So we're in a culture, we're in a society that we have to have all kinds of things. My goodness. And we really need to back it up and think about the basics of what we truly need. And stop wasting our money on a bunch of things that a commercial told us we needed, or a friend told us we needed, or we saw the neighbor using, so we've got to have one too. Or you were bored one day and the ad came up on your computer and you thought, oh, that looks really good. I think I'll buy it. It'll be there in 24 hours. Don't worry. They'll find you again. They listen to us all, so don't worry about it. It'll come up again. Think about it. Think it through. You could have a really great energy day when you tap into the positive. 1 plus 4 is a 5. That's creating joy and happiness. So the end goal is to create more joy and happiness in your life, more time for giggles. Also, with the 26 energy, it's about learning to let out your inner expression of who you are. And the 5 is about letting out your creativity, letting out your voice, standing in your truth, so to speak, but your truth of happiness and joy, of celebration. It could be a romantic energy as well. We have the sun in Scorpio, the primal warrior. Black or white, up or down. We're investigating. We're digging for the truth. Superficial will not work for us at all. Moon is in Cancer. We're seeking those emotional connections. Absolutely. We want to remain centered, so we have to ground ourselves. We have to be conscious of, are we letting too much stress in, negativity in? Are we slouching for no reason? Are we getting tired? Couple of deep breaths. Absolutely. Take time for you throughout the day. We want the safety. Home and family is a stronger focus for us under a Cancer moon. And I think we have Venus and Neptune not getting along in the sky. You know, we're going to have feelings of insecurity. We're going to look in the mirror and we're going to see the negative. We're going to look at a friendship. We're going to see the negative. We're going to see, it's kind of, things are distorted for us, and it's only for a temporary time. So don't make any harsh or rash judgments or decisions based on those judgments. I can't talk tonight. We could lack discrimination, so be careful not to gossip. Don't say anything you wouldn't say to their face during this time. Remember, we have the 8 energy of integrity, that we have to stand strong in who we are, because those kinds of things will come back around to haunt you, bite you in the butt. It'll be a little harder to separate fact from fiction, and we need to. We could tell ourselves a story so we believe ourselves. So it's okay. So be careful about convincing yourself. We can be our own worst enemies. We know it's wrong, and somehow we find that reason that it's okay to. And it's usually not okay to. Now, if you look at the positive, that was quite a few cards. If you look at the positive of that kind of energy, we can experience a learning about ourselves where we may not have a true sense of balance within our spirituality, our minds, our bodies, where it might be lacking, where we have to kind of cover it up to appease ourselves and liking it. Chances are, if you buy something right now, make sure there's a good return policy, because it's going to either be a money pit, or it's going to break, or you find out you didn't want it, or you see a better deal within a week. And I think this energy kind of leads up, because it's Neptune, so I think this energy leads up right to the weekends. So be conscious of it. Absolutely. Let's get to the cards. Look at this, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is our card. The happily ever after. Is that what we're seeing? Do we have those rose-colored sunglasses on to see our world? So picture perfect. Will we see all the perfection? Will we feel we don't have to do much more and need to better ourselves? Will we feel like this is a far-out dream, that there's no possibility? No matter what you do or what you try, somehow it's just going to remain broken. Because that's not the truth, but this energy can make us believe it. So our happily ever after is our definite focus today. That's our first card. Our happiness, our joy, our sense of togetherness, our sense of inclusion, our sense of abundance, togetherness. And what does it mean? And where are we lacking? And where do we need? And be careful when you're looking, because you're going to put on those rose-colored glasses. You're not going to be able to really, you're going to have to separate. You're really going to have to think it through. Now, the Scorpio sun is here to help us separate things and find out the truth. Get rid of the fiction. Get rid of the things that don't matter. Get rid of the clutter, perhaps, even. We have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is our wish card. So this is a beautiful energy day as far as the tarot is concerned. What is your wish? The Nine of Cups is here to say, make your wish. Dream about it. Think about it. Analyze it. Write it out. Napoleon Hill said the first 30 days of any goal should be writing out a statement or an affirmation and saying it every hour on the hour for 30 days. And he says by the end of the 30 days, you won't even have to go to step 2, because it'll all come to be. Your subconscious will finally say, I got to believe this person. Listen how often they're saying it. We better get to work. And we start to see things that we didn't see before. We start to hear things that we didn't hear before. We start to understand things that we didn't have the clarity and the understanding of before. So dream the dream. Write out a mission statement for yourself. Write out a couple of affirmations of who you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to invent, what you want to create, what you want to transform. The Ace of Swords. My goodness. It can be a beautiful energy day. So wake up, give yourself a good stretch, think positive thoughts, do a little 2-minute meditation on how great the world is going to be to you today, and start thinking about your tomorrow. This is the aha moment. This is the epiphany. This is the moment of realization. So, we have Neptune there. And Neptune is all about our dreams, our fantasies. And we have Venus there. And Venus is all about love and beauty and passion. Unfortunately, they're fighting with each other. So we have to dig a lot deeper in order to get to the truth, in order to get to the understanding, in order to get to, the truth. And to bring in the clarity, to bring in that aha moment, that epiphany of how you are going to manifest that happily ever after, how you're going to wish it into being. Okay, let's get a mantra card, shall we? So, but we have to stay grounded. We have to remember that. We have to stay within our integrity. We have to perhaps grab onto our courage and our strength. Everybody might be talking about a certain person and something about them and you could really add to it and everybody would turn to you and listen because it's a really good story you got. But would you say the story if they were standing there? And sometimes the courage and the strength that you show is by not saying what you want to say in order for the 3 minutes of fanfare that you're going to get. Because trust me, it's going to be a lot more of 3 minutes of grief that you're going to experience down the road when they find out what you said. Perhaps. Or what you done. Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. So we could be having a battle of the blues today. Absolutely. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not tall enough. I don't math. Our feelings of insecurity, of how things could go wrong in a heartbeat. How, what if this happens and that happens? And we start to dig that little hole and pretty soon we fall through that rabbit hole and we just get sucked in. We can't seem to get back out of it. Laughter, giggles, but you know what? The energy today is more of seeking the change that you want. Maybe it's just in your mind. Maybe you're doing some research. Maybe you're writing some stuff out, some ideas. Maybe you're brainstorming with another. I think that would be the perfect thing to dismiss the depression or the sadness or the thoughts of insecurity, of not being worthy enough, deserving enough. That you're not entitled to happiness or love or joy. Of course you are. For goodness sakes, of course you are. Let's see what the book says. Battle of the Blues. Take steps towards positive change. When you have sad feelings of gloom, inadequacy, you need to recognize this as a temporary situation, and it really is a temporary situation right now with Venus and Pluto, Venus and Neptune. Feelings of sadness, negative thoughts can immobilize you, and you are the only one to change this. Perhaps it's a wake-up call to get into action and make changes. Small steps. Keep moving every day to bring positive change and self-empowerment. Exercise, study, socialize with like-minded people. Listen to music. Talk about your feelings with a trusted friend, family, a professional perhaps. Know that the magic of the universe and the angels are there to support and guide you. Gather your courage and rise to meet your challenges. The mantra is, I take small steps every day to make positive changes in my life for happiness and fulfillment. Don't you love the way it all goes together? And let's see what our animals have to say. And our animal today is, look at this, the horse is back with freedom. I tell you, that 5 energy, when that 5 energy comes out, it demands that we wash away the blues, that we pick ourselves up in some way to gain that energy, to raise that vibration, to let in that light, to become productive. To feel the freedom, to feel the love, to feel the laughter. So freedom, transformation, free spirit, move, and courage. The secret of happiness is freedom. The secret of freedom is courage. So once again, that courage, that strength. Sometimes we have to tap into those things, embrace those things within ourselves in order to move ourselves in the direction that we want to walk, that we want to go, that we want to move to. Horse has a powerful message to share with you in regards to your time of transformation, newfound freedoms. Sometimes it's easier just to sit in your PJs and hope that life will change. Yet you continue to allow yourself to be shackled away from your true spirit and your soul. Horse is telling you it's time to dream big. And it all comes tenfold. Does right around. We started with the 10 of Cups. My goodness, it can be a beautiful energy day. And if it starts to not be a beautiful energy day, then take a step back, ground yourself, let the stress out. Start thinking about, go to your happy place. Start thinking about your tomorrow, what you can create, what you can do. And even though you have that self-doubt right now in the back of your mind, just push it away and say, you don't matter right now. I'm dreaming. Leave me go. We'll get to the hows and whens and whys and later. Right now, I'm just dreaming it. So let me dream. It may be time to make changes within your current relationships. Whether romantic, platonic, it could be you feel stifled by your career choice. Freedom doesn't mean that you have to give up your entire life. But you must allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you. It takes courage. The end result, a positive one. Spend some time in nature, taking in the feeling of the wind in your hair. Breathe in nature's goodness and just be. Just a few moments of solitude each day can allow your soul to reboot and clear yourself from life's toxicities, freeing it in order to see the proper path. Horse could also mean it's time for you to move to the country, so maybe just take a drive in the country. Give the stress the backseat. Don't create any stress. Don't create any drama. Don't get involved in any stress or drama. Take the step back and dream. Okay, we got Neptune on fire there, so dream of the possibilities. And with Venus there, dream of the possibilities of love and happiness and joy and beauty and passion. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.